like, comment, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. All right, y'all, I'm back with another flashback. This video features Solar, aka Courtney, aka Nature Boy Jr. Guys, I am working diligently to get all of my content re-uploaded back onto YouTube, adding my commentary so that I can meet the YouTube guidelines. This is why you're seeing so many flashbacks from my channel. Thank you guys for your continued support and understanding. Now, let's get into this video.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Alexa, play Believe It by Chris and Teague.
Okay, Believe It by Chris and Teague from Apple Music.
Y'all, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that this is one of the times that Solar and Velvet broke up.
Believe It by Chris and Teague from Apple Music.
I love talking about relationships. Who likes talking about relationships? I'm going to save this live for the subscribers. I said that we're going to start talking about things like Tantra, sexual energy. I want to start talking about relationships during this Venus and Aries. She's wrapping your arms around. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah. Believe it. Hey, look at all your possibilities. Hey, believe it. Hey. Believe it, receive it, achieve it. 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 All things are possible. All things are possible. All things are possible. All things are possible. Look at all the possibilities. They only possible if you believe. Look at all the possibilities. They only possible if you believe. All things are possible. Yeah.
Y'all, I'm seriously sitting here trying to remember if him and Velvet were together or not when he did this live. I mean, they broke up and got back together so many times throughout that short period that they were together. So it's hard to remember. It's hard to recall, y'all.
Yeah, that's the vibe. But this is what I want to talk about is relationships and love. Yeah. Believe it. The vibe's on point. Believe it. I might have to get out the sun in a minute so the phone don't overheat, but we're beautiful today, aren't we? How are y'all today? Beautiful today? I'm sure y'all all look very beautiful today. All the ladies in here, I know it's primarily women that be in here. And that's good because I want to talk about relationships and I want to talk about love and tantra. The melanated people need sunscreen. Nobody needs sunscreen. But I'm not a professional. What's up, Max? I don't know if you're the real Max, but that would be dope if you are. Alexa, pause the music. I hope she heard me. All right. So Venus and Aries, with the transit we're in right now, right? So this is going to be, I don't know if it's going to be long, but this is going to be saved for the subscribers. This is what I want to tell you. This is the season where as much as we want love and as much as we want to share and express our love in this world, this is the time for its expression. But it's more of a time for you to absorb love. It's more of a time for you to absorb that Venus energy. This is a time for you to really find that love, and you'll see relationships everywhere, you know, with tons of passion and beauty, and everybody wants to talk about relationships right now. And, you know, you can say Valentine's Day just passed and all these things, but Venus is in Aries right now. And what you're going to see is an increase in self-love. across the board. This is love for yourself. This is Aries. This is me. This is who I am, how I see myself. And we're really trying to identify, and with this Saturn Pisces energy, we're really getting our dreams. Our dreams are really coming true, and that's included in our relationships and in our love life. In our love life, we are never going to have what we want until we're able to give that very thing. You know, to get to a quick vulnerable perspective and point in my relationships, to speak from my perspective, right? I would tell you this. I would tell you that the reason why I was so committed and invested into my relationships, aside from just the pure love from my heart and the romanticism that I just love, I love that, all of it. One of the biggest things was purpose. I felt like there was something bigger we could do. I felt like there was something amazing that we could accomplish. With my Venus being in the 11th house, I have to see a major purpose with our relationship, and we got to be doing something big with our bond. That's just how I am.
Here we go with the Venus and Sagittarius talk again.
I am. And I will commit wholeheartedly. Like, example, I'll never break up with a person. You know, I'll never do that. They'll have to break up with me at a certain point, you know, because I'm so committed to, like, work through everything and figure everything out. Like, I'm a problem solver, so I love video games. So when it even comes to relationships, I'm like, that's the problem? All right, let's fix that shit. Let's get into it. And, you know, I love it about me. And I think that that's one of the most amazing things about me. And with Venus in Aries, we have to really start to identify with how we love ourselves and setting the standard of how we allow others to love us, of what we expect to have in a relationship, and then giving that same thing as well. Okay? So, and from my perspective, being given these relationship situations that fulfill all of my dreams, 10 of Cups energy, if you know tarot, you know, 10 of Cup energy, like complete fulfillment. You know, there's always something connected to it. And when I find disconnected to it is a level of, it's like a pattern or like a cycle. And you want to come back to certain things. You want to go back to relationships. You want to go back to people who you may have cut off or may have cut you off or you may have fallen out with. But the thing is, you went through what you went through to grow and to learn how to not, you know, settle for things that you don't consider to be your standard of love. And that hurts sometimes when you choose yourself. It does. When you choose to give your time and your energy to your craft, to your business, to your purpose. And here I am hoping and praying that me doing this is going to keep everybody else connected to me. And you know what? I might have been correct. But this is the thing. Previously to this Venus and Aries energy, it was Venus and Pisces, and I will tell you, I was not as committed to my dreams as I could have been in the relationships. And maybe if I pushed harder, right, or I was a little stronger or a little tighter on my way of life or my way of being in the relationships, what I would have noticed was that as I excel and as I level up, the people around me level up with me. Criticizing them, pointing this out, fixing that problem, or fixing this problem. Literally, I can just become lit, and people around me, they just want that for me. And they want me to do that so that they can feed off of that. And that's fine. They want me to be the best me so that they can be like, yeah, that's right, that's what we're on. Thanks for the reminder. Thank you for being you. And when I wake up and I see you and you're my man and you're working out, you're doing you're following your schedule, you're accomplishing everything you said you were going to do in a day, rather than how I was, where I wasn't accomplishing everything that I had scheduled. I wasn't working out as much as I would like to. I wasn't making as many money moves as I probably could have made. And I think that working on myself in the shadows and working on myself emotionally and psychologically, I think was still very important. And that's what I chose to do instead. And in doing so, I fixed bonds and amendments with family members, old friends, old enemies. And at one point in time, Velvet, Janae, and myself were all cool. Actually, that's our most recent update, was that our last...
I think they were broken up at this time because he's using that Velvet and Janae talk, grouping them together. So they must have been broken up at this time. And on top of that, whenever him and Velvet are together, he never has anything kind or respectful to say about Janae.
That's our most recent update, was that our last conversation was that we was all cool. And then, me and Velvet did what we did on our own to where we split. But do know that the energy was good everywhere. And it's like, with Venus and Aries, I know regardless of how things play out, how things are going for people now, the purpose of it is for you to really find and learn how to love yourself in a deep level and set that standard super high. And this is an even more important time because of Saturn in Pisces, which is my Saturn return. In the 10th house, Saturn 10th house. So you better believe, whether it's these 67 people or not, like, bro, it's going up. You feel me? Like, Leo North Node, Leo Pluto, Saturn 10th house, like, it's going up. Fortune, part of Fortune is in Leo, and Gemini, it's going up as the wind blows, right? So everybody's in their own path and separated. Even me and Janae, even though we cool, it's like she's still over there. I'm still over here. We're not necessarily together. That's enough to say. And I like that, because what this does is it gives me so much time in a day to do what I need to do where it comes to my music, which is amplifying, which is absolutely amazing. My music is amazing. When it comes to these money moves in business, like through doing these astrology readings, guys, like these astrology readings are so amazing. Everybody I'm doing a reading with, we end up creating some form of like business link. And it's really dope because there's not no broke motherfuckers hitting me up for a reading. It's not no lame ass people hitting me up for reading. It's the most serious people, the most loving people, the most genuine, open people who are coming for readings. And when I talk to them, they have so much to offer, but they're like tired of getting played. It's always that same thing. It's time, to stop being ruled by our traumas from what we've learned from what we've gone through in relationships, and being like, damn, I got all this pain stacked up. And we turn it into lessons, and we be like, hold on, that shit was on me, and this is what I did. And if I would have did this, it would have fixed all that other shit that I could possibly complain about. So yet again, here I am. I'm not here to pretend. I want to keep it real to the end. I have to tell you that even though now you're just a friend, that I learned my lesson. And I turned that generational curse into a blessing. And now I can share it. Preach it, teach it like a reverend. It don't end. I'm Jamaican. Why you hating? What you saying? I mean, I'm turned up, sun shining bright, Super Saiyan. Or clean. I'm amazing. Hey, what's up, Chet? What's good, Chet? What's good, cuzzo? Hey, yeah, man. So I just got to say all that to say this is that now all my energy, isn't going to getting the girls ready. It isn't going to making sure that I'm providing gifts and doing this and that for my partners to make sure everybody around me straight. But now the shift has become with Venus and Aries and my Leo energy to really just turn up. And you know what's crazy? I couldn't even have the things that I really, really, really want if I don't become the person that I need to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, where I want to even be in the relationships and where I want to be in life and with this message is I want to be at a point to where I have everything under my belt. Everything's not in my view. It's like not on the to-do list, but it's already under my belt. And I think that when I operate from that position rather than this opposition, I think that I'm going to be able to really change the dynamic. And I think that if I can change the dynamic, I can reapproach any relationship or anything in the future as time goes on in a healthiest possible way, rather than you guys knowing my position coming straight out of carbonation. Like, bro, I can't even open a motherfucking personal bank account because of shit that happened in carbonation for years until I can get this shit fixed ahead of time. You know, there's things like that I'm dealing with, to where, you know, I have to use a business. I have to get an LLC. I have to use business banking. I have to do that to get around it, to live my life, you know. And it's very interesting the direction that life has been pushing me in since I've came from what I've came from. And it's very clear to see where I'm going. It's where I've always wanted to go. If I go back to before anything carbonation or anything like that, the version of me that I was making music. I mean, I had just started recording myself. I had just started getting really, really good at producing beats and everything. This was about 6 years ago, 5-6 years ago. Really started turning up. But that's when I had switched over to that spiritual extremism and did what I did. Now I'm here, 27, back to where I was. Like The Alchemist, you know, Paulo Coelho, the book The Alchemist, if you've ever read it, is pretty much the same story. The story of the alchemist. And I'm back to where I started. And now I'm just looking at this world with a new view from everything that I've been through. And it's like now I'm about to do the opposite thing that I did the first time while in the same position. And this is an opportunity for a clear redemption. My Saturn is in the 10th house. That's the highest point of ascension. And it's in Pisces, returned right now. This is my perfect dimension. And I love seeing things through this view. Everything that I do works for me and you. It's the path that I choose. It's Christic. I don't want you to lose. I'm mystic. I said love wins. Don't miss it. Because it's always checkmate in my vision. On my mission. What you missing? A divine connection? I mean, you praying for a divine intervention. But all you needed was a little reflection. Ooh. Boy, I love the rap. I love the rap. I love the rhyme. It just happens. It's a channel. Oh, hey, Janae, what's up? And so, yeah, I'm talking about Venus and Aries. And so with saying all of this, is that the universe has granted us positions to where we can all really work on ourselves. And this is the first type of love. Okay, say your father is your first love, you know, for women. And, you know, men, you know, we always look for our mothers and the women. Right back up. Universal. It actually means so much more now. And I love to respect you and love you individually and separately, but when I say I love you, it's to anybody. It's something that is for me. It's something that is saying, I see God right now. I see God all the time. I love you. Like, I see what it is. I see the energy. Even if you're an enemy, you're still a friend of me. Because we're all God. All one entity. Man, and it's true. So when I say I love you, it's just different for me. And when I say I love you, it is saying I love myself. When I say I love you, it is saying, like, I love the universe, or like, yeah, peace reflection, peace God. I see all of that in you, all of that shit. Like whatever you want to say, like Spiritual Tony said, like God, Goddess, reflection, mirror, image, doppel, whatever you want to say, bro. Like whatever that shit is to you, God, energy, chi, ki, whatever it is, I see that and I feel that, and that's where I'm at with it.
All right, y'all. If you haven't picked up your copy of Greatness is a Habit, authored by Aaron Dixon, otherwise known as True. Many of you know him as True. He is an ex-Carbonation member, and he's authored this amazing read. If you are interested in self-development and growth, this book is a good one for you. It's available on Apple Books for $1, guys. I got my copy and I love this book.
I feel you and I love you from there. It's not like, I love you. Consciously, I'm thinking about you. No, consciously, I'm thinking about what we're about to do. And if what I'm about to do features you in a major way, well, I will be proud to see you in my vision all day. Of course I want to be there for the baby birth. What are you talking about? I think I have an airplane plug, which would be cool. I'm good, bro. Like, yeah. And then, like, I'm not going to cap, because the readings, like, people don't know what to pay for the readings, right? So they'll pay me like what, like $20. This was like yesterday, right? Pay $20, book the reading, we do the reading, and then they send another $50. So they're like, all right, I get it. Some people, they don't know what to send. They don't know what it's worth, so they send $100 off the bat. And it's just like, I don't know, bro. Is it worth this? Is this too much, too little? What do I need to do? I'm like, it's perfect. Don't even worry about it. Let's do it. And you see it's worth it. When we go through it, it's like, damn, what else can I give this nigga? Because that shit was like, yo, you what? So I really recommend these readings. I ain't gonna cap, but I'm not pressed to have 1 million people. I'm just pressed to have the right people. I want to do them for the right people, because that's what seems to be the win. It goes so far beyond money. The people who want us to win anyway, they're going to send good money anyway. The people who want to do these things and are working, who can't send that money anyway, they do what they can. Or they connect with me, communicate with me, and I just do it for free. And then
Solar, a.k.a. Courtney, a.k.a. Nature Boy Jr., nobody wants to get a reading from you, sir. Look at how your life is going. Nobody wants a reading from you, sir.
Communicate with me, and I just do it for free. And then it's just life kicks in. And I've seen things happen to where months later, people will send me like multiple hundreds of dollars, just as like, hey, I got it now. Thanks for that reading back then. I love that shit. I love that shit. It is what it is. But yeah, I think that, you know, when it comes to Venus in Aries, this is one of the best moments in my life, with Saturn in Pisces and my Saturn return. The universe is stripping me of relationships that I so want, crave, and desire. It's stripping me of these connections and bonds. I miss waking up. I'm a Venus in Taurus, so I'm very sensual. And I'm the type of person to where I will see like a phantom version of you walking through my house. I'm the type of person that will like know where your energy was. And I can clean the energy all I want. It's me. I'm that type of person because it's senses and it's like really subconscious. So it's really hard for me to let go, but my North Node is in Scorpio, so that actually has to be one of my biggest things. The easiest things to do is to let you go, cut you off, so that I can grow and you can grow whether you like it or not. So that's that Scorpio energy. And when it's in Leo, it's like I'm still happy, I'm still optimistic about it. It's like, hey, I still love you, like I still fucks with you, but grow up, nigga. I can't fuck with you right now. Like, I'm on some up and up shit, and if you coming in my life doesn't amplify that, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing? And I'm not with the people who believe that a relationship impedes work or impedes a man's workflow. I'm on the side more so to where every man needs a woman, needs relationship. They need women around them in their life, because for men, I think that the women around you, they're just supposed to support your purpose. I think that it's not about making money off of the woman, and it's not about using the woman's money, but it's about her doing her thing in her most optimal level, and that being cohesive. I think that purpose is the best type of bond that you can. All that it is with the universe, it is with God, it is with energy, it is with life, it is with this connection that I have with, myself. And Venus and Aries, it wants everybody to kind of find that and operate from that space. So other people who aren't so fucking sensitive like me, who go through these type of things, especially in this Venus Aries time, if you're losing relationships or you having to cut people out of your life in a serious way, well, if you're not as sensitive as me, then you're probably really spurred and inspired. But for me, I get really sad, I get really depressed. And what I have to do is I have to take that and I have to alchemize that shit. And I have to just go hard with it. And the stuff I create from that space is amazing. The things that I do from that place is amazing. You know what I mean? And with that being said, I'm used to being hurt. I'm used to arguments. I'm used to fights. I'm used to toxic relationships. I'm used to poisonous communication. I'm used to that. I'm used to all that. What I'm not used to is love being exchanged at a high rate. And I have seen that in my two most recent relationships. And my problem was not being able to accept love. And because of that, other things ensue in their minds and everything else, to where it's like, bro, it's like you're doing things, but it's almost like your attitude is like you gave up. Or it's like you don't want to do it. You're doing it, but your attitude is like you don't want to do it. And it's like my fault for sending certain mixed signals, because there's a level of self-love that I did not have. And Venus comes in Aries to say, hey, bro, you're supposed to be lit as an artist right now. Like, fuck all this shit. Like, all these people, like, all these things that currently follow you and all that stuff, bro, you shouldn't even be worried about that. You don't even need social media right now, because you need more work under your belt. And these are the conversations I have with myself. And I've been doing that work in the relationship psychologically, and having them there around me is great inspiration to go hard. But I found myself going in the wrong direction. I found myself doing a lot of business, and the business was going great, and it's still there, but it's like not accessible until I'm at a certain tier. And I'm like, whoa, bro, give me a break. And I'm like, nah, you have to be your own break. That comes through you getting down to your craft, getting down to your music, bro. It's gonna come back to that. I went through all my phone and deleted hella old shit in my phone, like from all the carbonation and everything. And the one thing that's consistent, I went through my voice notes. There's so many fire songs in my voice, and my voice notes is all music. Now I trace my whole journey of carbonation from my perspective, and from my phone, it's nothing but music. I have nothing but music saved and unreleased. That's all I have, is unsaved, unreleased fucking music in my phone. And the music that I have now, that I do want to end up coming out with and releasing, it's really good. I'm just doing everything by myself, and I don't want to complain about that. I think that this is an opportunity. This is like some Kanye West shit. It's like, bro produces for himself, he records himself, he writes his own music, and he engineers his own music. He publishes himself, certifies, all that, does everything himself. You know, and it's Venus in Aries right now, so that's self-love.
Solar, aka Courtney, aka Nature Boy Jr., please do not compare yourself to Ye. You are not anywhere near the caliber or in the same category as Kanye.
And it's Venus in Aries right now, so that self-love is there for me and how I work, but I'm also knowing how to let, people work with me. I'm learning how to give up power. I'm learning how to give up control in certain areas. Universe is making me do it. I can't even open a personal bank account. Like, I literally have to, work with certain things in certain ways. Like, if certain things are out of my control, as wizardry, as much of a sorcerer as I want to be, I'm still doing magic on myself. I'm still doing magic in my life. I'm still repairing the shit in my life with my magic. So it's like, I am a magician. I am a wizard. I am moving things with unseen energy. But you guys got to understand that as you tap into yourselves and you start tapping into your powers, and you start evolving into what you're supposed to be with this Saturn Pisces energy, and your dreams start coming true, you're going to realize that you have all the energy, all the strength, everything to get it done, and that you're going to be your own worst enemy mentally. And you can figure out how you're being your enemy, but ultimately know that's what it is. Because this time period right now is set up for dreams to come true and for self-love to be at a standard that it's never been before. Take advantage of this time and stop taking your own bullshit. Stop taking your own toxic behaviors and ways. Start analyzing what the fuck you're doing in these relationships. Like, it's about you realistically, because if you was that nigga, you would be keeping everything together, but you're not. So what is it? Why you had to let this person go? Why you choose the wrong person? I thought you was that nigga. You know, it's a number of ways to where we could just judge ourselves and judge each other, but there's no need. You can always make yourself a bad guy, but you can always be like, hey, bro, look at the beautiful people that love you, and look at how you're struggling to love yourself still in their presence. And instead of being authentic and telling them where you're struggling, you're hurting them and lying to them and playing yourself and lying to yourself. And ultimately, you're going to be hurt because they're going to leave and get away from you. And when do we be real with ourselves to figure out what those things are? I had to do that. I had to write these things down. I had to take note of everything that makes me toxic that I know about. Everything, everywhere where I fall short, I had to do this. And when you acknowledge these things and you have energy like mine, you're like, I can't do that no more. I can't be like that no more. So what happens in these lives now, I'm more comfortable talking about other people because it's never going to be in a way that brings them down, because I realize that they've done nothing but their best, especially for me. Like, the people in my life, they've done nothing but love me truly. Like, bro, fuck all that other shit, everything everybody's saying. The people who've been in my life, down to bro, name all of them. I know saying names is going to trigger certain people, so just say everybody, bro. Like, all of them. They all really loved me. They all really loved me. Get a job and forget that cold stuff. I mean, number one, the cold stuff can't be forgotten because there's people like you who bring it up. And then number two, when you say get a job, you got to understand I'm doing everything that I can do in my power towards that direction. And thank you for saying that. You know, that's a really, you know, put a fire under your ass energy, but talk to me first. Help me out if you know something. I'm doing what I can. I got a child on the way. I got a number of things going on. I'm making money in different ways, yes. However, I may not believe what you believe. You may not believe what I believe. So why come in here and just push your belief on me? I'm just telling you, bro, this is the energies of the cosmos right now. What you want to do with that is up to you. This is what I'm going through, and this is what I'm doing with it. Because I'm taking all of that, and I'm putting it into my music. I'm putting it into my craft. I'm putting it into my routine. I'm waking up. I'm doing yoga. I'm stretching. I'm going to the gym. I'm working out. Like, it hurts. Like, it's weird when I stretch now. Because when I stretch, like, it's like I'm losing flexibility, but it's because I'm gaining a lot of muscle. And so I got to balance it. And I got to do it. And I got to be serious. If I don't, I could experience a lot of pain. I got to eat in a new rhythm. I got to live in a new rhythm. I got to hydrate in a new rhythm. I have to be at a positive mind state more consistently. You know, I got to do these things for myself, and it's not hard. I got to get my sleep schedule right. You know, got to make sure hygiene and of everything, the space, the house, everything around me is always good and optimal. These are my standards. This is how I am. This is how I live, and I have fallen short on some of my own standards. It's funny that my hair's never done when I'm in relationships, and it's weird to me because the women I'm with, they always do hair, right? But the thing is, whenever I'm not in relationships, my hair is always done. When I'm not in a relationship, my hair is always done. I'm always groomed when I'm not in a relationship. I'm always clean. I'm always taken care of. I'm always nice and neat. Everything is on point every time. But when I get in a relationship, I start looking scruffy. I start getting weaker. And I'm trying to figure out, is it the pain from the loss of the relationship and knowing that I wasn't being my best in the relationship that hurts me? Or is it that the love wasn't real? Is it, am I expecting other people to take care of me? It don't matter. All I know is that when I do it for myself, all I know is that when I take care of myself and when I'm by myself and when I'm alone, I'm highly capable of making sure that I'm always on point. Everything taken care of. If the relationship comes around and that goes away, then I have to assume responsibility and say that I couldn't even possibly be doing that for them anymore. Now that's powerful. It's true. Why keep looking at what they're doing? Like, everybody's doing like so much other shit than you are. They were born different, they came in different, they look different, they smell different, their genetics is different, everything about everybody else around you is just different. So why you being your problem? Why not look at your problems with them? Why worry about what they're doing to you? Like, that shit's gonna vary. Like, why not figure out what you're doing to them? I bet you find something. And justify it how you want. But if it's not in a direction of love, something's missing. If it's in a direction of wanting people to give you energy, something's wrong. Carbonation is a big L, a big fail. Loyal keeps messaging me. They are weird. Like, they keep, like, I don't know, they want to recruit me or what. But ultimately, it's like, you're still trying. He told me his mission today was to make sure that the black man is the ruler of the earth. And I was like, that's beautiful, bro. You know? And I just want you to know that I think that, for me, I want everybody to find the highest levels of love within themselves. I don't care who you are or where you are, what you look like. I don't think it's about giving anything to anybody else. I think it's about finding it within yourself and emanating that from within, because that's the one thing that I've never seen Eligio do. That's one thing I've never seen us do in all those years, was emanate and radiate love. All I've seen us do was demand energy in different forms. That's all I've seen him do. And that's just truth, including myself when being there, because I was a match. Demanding energy, demanding respect, demanding admiration, demanding authority, and having none of it at all for self. And the whole message was to find that for self, which would separate you from that shit. And eventually I was no longer resonant. I repelled. And it seems like their mission is still to energize something other than themselves when they don't have that to even give yet. And the person they're trying to give it to hasn't found it within themselves yet either. This is called love, and this is going to require a Kundalini awakening that I have skyrocketed through. Like fucking Elon Musk. Fucking just straight through that.
Another multimillionaire that you should not be comparing yourself to, Solar. You're nothing like Elon Musk. Absolutely nothing like him. Elon Musk put in the work to get where he is at. You play video games and smoke cigarettes, according to Velvet.
Straight through that. Straight to Mars. I'm playing this. I freaking, man, I went straight through it like a rocket ship. Like, my Kundalini ascension has been powerful and painful. Very painful. But what you learn is that it's the management of the pain that's the power. And this is your power as you control all that energy and that pain, that deprivation. You're left with your own energy. and how you are with your own energy, everything being stripped from you, you see who you really are. And I've seen a dragon. That's what I've seen. And I'm steadily applying what I have become. I'm being who I've become, and the results are new. The results are different. And I like the direction things are going in, and I was a tad too late to start embracing and emanating this energy again, because now I'm alone. I'm all alone. There's no one here besides me. I'll play it. Donkey from Shrek. But you gotta have friends. And also, like, my inner child and, like, my peace is, like, really shining. You know, my youthfulness, my life. The love is really there. I know I am who I say I am. And it's just holding on to that. You know, and when you are love, what you're going to find yourself doing is taking responsibility, like, all the time. And it's not like you're just using your energy to help everybody else. It's like, no. You're growing and you're evolving in this game to where you can be so high level, you can help anybody. You can be of assistance to anybody. But why do you want to be that person when you're only level 20? And the cap level is 155. And you're level 20. And you're like, well, we got to help everybody. Level up. Level up. That's all you got to do. Just level up. Them niggas who riding and fighting with you, they gonna be there as you level up. As you do what you need to do in your quests, on your missions, you leveling up, they gonna be there leveling up right with you. And if they not, they still over there drinking beers. They still over there changing their costume. You just gotta pray they catch up. And if they reach out for help, you can't help them anymore than where it would take you out of what you got to do. You can still help. You can still be there. You can be like, hey, man, look, here's a little piece of advice. Let me give you my 2 cents. You want some help? Here my 2 cents. Take this for what it's worth to you. From my level and my experience, this is what I see. And I'm sorry. Some people, you're not as high level as you think you are. You're not. And I'm one of those people included. You know, I know a lot. I've read the book. I know how the game works. I've met the developers. You know, I've done all the background research. I've done everything. I'm invested in the stock of the fucking game. But at the end of the day, I'm still playing through it. And I'm still leveling up. And I'm still experiencing what this game has to offer. And this is the beauty of life. I would never want to lose that. I love video games. I'm just deciding to make me the character.
I think the internet knows that you love video games because Velvet said that's one of the reasons why she left you, because all you wanted to do was play video games.
I'm just deciding to make me the character, and I'm deciding to upgrade my stats and upgrade my being. And looking at it like this for me is very healthy. It's very easy. I got a 12th house sun in Mercury, so I already layer my illusions over this realm. Already do that. Saturn, Pisces, Saturn return in the 10th house for me. You're going to see me being known in this world now for my superpowers and me embracing my superpowers. Me embracing my superpowers is what we all want. I have very little hate when it comes to my wins. I have a lot of hate when it comes to where I'm being toxic. I have a lot of love when it comes to my wins. I have a lot of hate when it comes to my toxins. And that's a real reflection of me online. Like, my reflection with this phone, my reflection in this black mirror is that when I'm being toxic, that's when I see hate in here. That's when I see people in here trolling me. And when I'm not, it's like how much can they really say? Because I'm telling you what really happened. I'm telling you where I fucked up. And I'm having a lot of love for those people in my life. And it's really hard to remove posts, to take posts down. It really hurts to do that because I never want to forget. Because to me, my love was always real. And so I'm like, I would be fake to remove that because my love was real. Everything I did was real. I'm wondering if yours was real. When I look at them, theirs was so real. Their love might have been more real than mine because I fell off. And I would stop doing things that said I fucking love myself. And what that means would be me really amplifying my music, taking off of my career, doing everything for myself, taking care of my hair, do my skin and all kind of different things, working out my body, my being the ultimate example all day, not wasting time playing video games or just watching movies and TV series and eating whatever food, making excuses. Come on, guys. Been there, done that. You can't do that with the queen. You can't do that with the goddess. You can't do that with the ones. I struggle with that. I have a polygamous view, and I'm hated for it. But it makes sense to me. It's not even a polygamous view. I just believe that if it's in your purpose, like, all right, like if me and my purpose leaves me with one woman or single, that's in purpose. As long as the purpose is being fulfilled, I know it'll be more than abundant. Reverse of that is that if your purpose is to be with multiple men or multiple women, then, bro, step in your purpose, but be real and authentic with yourself to know if that's real or true or not. I don't think that you should be doing things because it's a trend or because it gives you a sense of power or a sense of validation. I think that if it's not something that God is doing truly, and it's something you're desiring or attempting to make happen, you might be out of your purpose, because when you're locked into your purpose, God's going to do all these things anyway that you could desire like that. So for me, my views of it is very open. I'm not constricted. I'm not going to tell you no, and I'm not going to tell you yes. I'm going to tell you who are you? What do you need? Like what's best for you realistically? Let's think about this. Let's look at it. Can we open up your energies? In what way do you want to look at it? Do you want to just look at your life? Like you want to just go within? You want to connect and get an answer? Like it is what it is. Like to each person, I believe like the universe is an infinite space, and when it exists in harmony, what we have in common is an understanding of our differences. And you allow people to be different. But when you want people to be like you, that's always going to be a problem. And I think wanting people to be like you is just a lack of focus on yourself. And that could be who you are. And some people, I believe, bring a message of how not to be. And I've seen me be the message of how not to be plenty of times. Ooh, I just heard a gunshot or something right when I said that. Ooh, that's the truth. That was authentic. The universe respected that. It's like, yo, thank you.
All right, y'all. If you haven't picked up your copy of Greatness is a Habit, authored by Aaron Dixon, otherwise known as True, many of you know him as True. He is an ex-Carbonation member, and he's authored this amazing read. If you are interested in self-development and growth, this book is a good one for you. It's available on Apple Books for $1, guys. I got my copy and I love this book.
For accepting that. Because we could do better. And that's what I believe in. I believe in authenticity. I believe in true growth. I believe in being a true example to the people. I expect these numbers to go to skyrocket. I expect my numbers, my abundance, and everything that I'm doing to skyrocket. And you know what's beautiful? The women that have been in my life, all of them have just wanted to amplify that dream. Truly, I've gotten in the way. And deeper than that, what I was saying earlier was that I believe that relationships, however they're formatted, whether it's you with this guy or you with this girl, or if you know your energies, I've done readings for people to where I've seen the varieties of necessities of people's purpose, and including myself. And what you'll notice is that some of us need to come together to achieve that final purpose. Some of us need to find something within ourselves that is stopping us from connecting with certain people. And this is a Scorpio North Node thing, is that we literally have to learn like how to like break, how to die a little bit, and like learn about somebody else's way of being, and stop trying to control them and make them into you, and allow them to be who they are, and actually you pick up the new trait. And it's really an upgrade for you. And Scorpio is really like that. It's really like inheritance. It's really like, run that shit. I like what you got. Give me that shit. That's Scorpio. If y'all didn't know that, if you guys didn't know that energy, Scorpio energy is like, I'll take that. Yeah, run that, nigga. It's like fear. Yeah, stay over there, pussy. Like, that's Scorpio energy. And it's looking at what it can take and what it can have from things, and it's really threatening, and it's really controlling, and it's known as a dark mother, Pluto energy, death even. And when you have Scorpio in the North Node like myself, or Scorpio Pluto like myself, and they're both in the 5th house, what you're going to see is that my partners are teaching me things that I need. They haven't leeched me. None of my partners were draining me. That has never happened. What was happening was I was learning lessons about myself and my own toxicity. And I was learning ways and things that they had, and I was adapting from the women, and I was learning from the women. I was learning from Velvet. I learned from Janae about boundaries. I learned from Zoka about independent strength, commitment, a number of things. I've learned through all of the women I've ever been with, and my enemies as well. I've learned self-control, discipline. I've seen where you've beaten me. I see where you've gotten me to come out of my self-control. I've seen that. And I think this is what it takes to really accept a spiritual journey and say that you're here to win and to grow and to love everybody else. Because now that I'm clearing these gateways, now that I'm clearing these things, Venus and Aries, Aries people, what's up? Y'all time coming. But yeah, man, I think like now I'm doing stuff like this. Now you can be like, okay, I think he's almost ready to love again. He's almost ready to love again. He's almost ready to receive that love. Look at him. And that's the Venus and Aries. And I think that if you're not doing that for yourself at the level that I'm doing it, or more, which you could be doing it more, easier, or you could have been on this, you could have been doing that like however you are, right? I think this is what's needed to be ready for your soul partners, your soul mates, your soul commitments. Other than that, expect pain, expect trial and error, because it's you learning things about yourself that needs to change and grow. It's nothing about them that needs to change and grow that you ever got to worry about, unless they're a symbol of you just settling for something that you just don't need. Then that's like, look at that, let them go, and I think that as much as commitment is my strength, it's my weakness. Because I commit without committing all the way, but in the physicality, I'm not 100% in, because I still got to know, I still got to see, I'm not too sure.
So basically, what he's saying here in a nutshell is he is non-committal, period.
I'm not too sure. The fear keeps me away, because I feel like I might lose something if I love them. So there's that fear of Scorpio, rather than embracing of Scorpio, saying, let me give everything that I got so that I have space to receive everything that they got. Let me just completely just shift who I am and become more. Let me take on their energy. Hey, come here, I need to spend more time with you. Come here. But instead, I was like, hold up, I need space. I need me. I need my space right now. I need my time. I was like that. But when I was supposed to be like in my partnerships was, hey, we need to spend more time together. Come here. Or something, we ain't done growing yet. We got to finish intertwining. Shit like that. But that's for me. Everybody's different. You got to know yourself. Love yourself. Give yourself what you need truly. Tantra is the next thing I want to talk about, is sexual energy. All right, who's ready for this talk? Tantra. The sexual energy. Yeah. That's one thing I am good at. Scorpio Leo is gonna make me a sex guru. Get ready for the shit for that one, right? No, it's true. I literally have to learn how to master that energy. And I look forward to teaching people about it. And it has a ton to do with breathing. It has a ton to do with presence. It has a ton to do with connecting the spirit, you know, through your sexual encounters, making things way more sacred, having intentions set. It's like, quite literally, every sexual experience should literally be like a ritual. You know, it really should be. And without any shame there, like, without saying any names, I've experienced with a partner in one point in time, and multiple points in time, actually, where we were able to have a space and a zone to where we could just be naked, play, and just have sex, however way we want. Sex, right? Just do whatever we want. And what we did was we got very playful, and we started really like doing positions we've never done. You know, really like breathing deep, enjoying every stroke, every sensation, every moment, just slowing down and like looking at each other and feeling it out and just really being present. That energy really is rare. I wasn't used to that. And when I experienced it for the first times, it was like I felt a certain level of freedom I've never felt. And this is for me in my Scorpio Leo energy. I've learned that this energy right here, whenever we've manifested from this space where we've done these things, everything else that we wanted kind of just happened. Kind of just fell into place. Like at these moments, when I'll walk around and I'll do things, it would literally be like instant manifestation every time. Non-stop, just consistently, instant manifestation. And it was like I'm mastering like I'm going into crazy dream spaces, like I'm in a real like vortex, like when I was doing that. And I remember whenever that stopped would be like, you know, when it's just having sex just to have sex, like we're just waking up, I feel you, you feel me, let's just do it. Or, you know, it's nighttime, we're here, let's just do it, like it's just something to do. And having that perspective kind of ruined things for me. Bless you. Having that perspective kind of ruined things for me. And I know that what I want and what I want to do and how I want to continue to do moving forward is really like going into the breath, really like connecting with the spirit and the energy of my partner deeper. You know, I'm not worried about the pleasure as much or pleasing them as much, because I can always make my girl come. I can always make that happen. That's never the problem. I can always make them feel things they've never felt. That's never the problem. But my problem now is having that connection and that bond. There's been times where I just felt like I wasn't really into it, and it was really hard for me to like be hard. Like it just is. It's not because I don't think you're unattractive. It's like I'm not in the mood. And my mood and my attitude is so powerful. It controls so much of my life. Like I just be like, I don't really care to do it right now. Like I just don't want to. And that energy right there comes from a lack of, I think, me achieving, me doing a number of things, you know, me not working out. That energy could have came from that too. You know, but ultimately what I want and what I have experienced in my favorite times in life and the most memorable moments to me are the ones where we bond in all of those levels completely. Emotional, staring into each other's eyes. Like, dare I go into it? I don't know if I can go into it on here. I don't know if I'm allowed to do that. But if you've ever experienced that, you know what I'm talking about. If you never experienced that, you're probably still hopping partner to partner to partner. I think once you've experienced that, you know, sex becomes something more than just pleasure. It starts becoming a contract in your head. It starts becoming like a commitment, like an exchange, like the value, the unseen value, the unfelt value. It starts to emerge. So for me, that's one thing that I would like to continue doing moving forward, is having very and what I mean by this is beautiful. Like, I mean just setting things up nice, nature, planning things, like having things in certain ways, clean candles, music, vibes, and I just mean just like the best experience you can have if you're gonna have it. That's all I mean. That's all I want, is that high quality, and I want to teach that, and I want to exchange that, and I want to share that, and I want that to be known, and I want that with myself, that understanding of control and mastery of that energy into emotions, into actions, into everyday life. So you'll see this energy connecting to all kind of things. And you'll see that there's all kind of sexual practices and sexual management practices that connect straight to spirituality that have been existing for a while, that people will talk about for a while, because this energy is underrated. And I believe personally that, yes, this is a very patriarchal society. I do believe that we should be equal and balanced and respected as energy rather than gender. The principle of gender expresses that both genders exist within everything. So, number one, I'm not even on that. I don't really care about that. And I'm also all possibilities type of person. So I'm so far away from judging things or judging people. But I do know that there's a level of oneness and acceptance that we're all kind of lacking, and there's an imbalance there, and a lot of it has to do with that sexual energy and that sexual repression. And then it's like your sexual energy is being repressed and then shamed, and especially being a woman, it's worse because you're on the receiving end of intercourse, so it's automatically worse for you, right? And then not only are you being shamed for it, but you can also be super rich if you exploit yourself for it. So you either exploit it, or you just be shameful about it. Or you just say, I'm going to be shameful about it, not giving a fuck, exploit it, and then they're going to love me. Or you don't understand your sexual energy, you repress it, you abuse it, you misuse it, and you just become this weak person that just falls in line in society. When women should be way more powerful. Facts. Women should be, and I've experienced this with carbonation, like Eligio has to strip all the power from the women, because the truth is, they know shit. They be correct, like 100% of the time. That's just facts, y'all. Y'all can accept it or not. Y'all can argue this or not. Men are really good at doing things, really good at coming up with things, accomplishing things, and yada, yada, yada. Women know. They be knowing certain things. This is going to be posted for my subscribers, so it's fine. But women know, they know certain things, and I feel like they're being repressed through sexual energy. And I think that they're not ever experiencing these sacred, ritualistic, sexual moments because their men aren't connected to the divine in that way either. So there's a lack of a divine masculine and a divine feminine and then a divine union. There's like pieces missing. And I feel like through tantric focus with your partners, I think that can really be a very healthy thing, assuming you're with the right partners, assuming you're with the right people truly, like, because you already love yourself and you're doing the right work, you're in your purpose. And I don't think I came across the wrong people. I truly believe I came across the perfect people. I think that everybody's just so young. And I was walking down the street, I'm like, damn, I'm 27, man, I'm old. And then in my head, I'm like, why in my head that 27 look like a 37? I feel like I'm 37, but I'm 27. But I'm talking like I'm 37. Why I want to be 37? And I started changing how I was thinking. I'm like, hold on, 27 kind of young. Hold on, I'm a young boy. Hold on, I ain't even a third of the way. Hold up. And I started getting happy about being 27. And I was like, man, I still got a lot to learn. I still got a lot to grow in. I still got a lot to do. I'm actually very young. And I'm very advanced for being at this age. I think everybody I came across is perfect. I think that we're all very young. And I think that we're just coming into our age. And right now, it is Solar's age. It is the solar age, quite literally. It is a golden age. And it is also Saturn Pisces return. I have a Saturn Pisces. It is my Saturn return. And it is an attachment with my Pluto. So it's me overcoming all of my traumas and all the most painful things. And this becoming an embracement of a superpower that gives me public recognition. So I don't need you to believe me. I need to accomplish things. I need to achieve things and finish doing what I'm doing. I need to get my work done. And I feel like that for everyone. I feel like they need to. I know what it is. The women I'm been connected to are very powerful, and they want to have their own thing. That's just how they are. They want to have their own foundation. They want to have their own this. I don't care how much they love me or how much they want me to support or how many dinners I pay for. They still want their own shit. That's just their energy. That's just how they are. It's always that Capricorn energy there. That Saturn energy, that Aquarius Capricorn energy is always there. And it's in my Venus, so I love it. Because it retains a lot of power, and my generations will be powerful for it. You know, I look forward to things like that. I think about things like that. I don't think about failure or weakness or my kids living poor. I don't even conceptualize that. Like, I can only see my kids living the most rich, abundant life possible, tapping into their superpowers, being supported in every possible way that is in tune with them. I don't know what y'all saying. Age does not define knowledge. Exactly, correct. I'm a very infinite person. I'm really over this realm from the beginning. So I'm learning to like kind of care about it. I'm learning to kind of tap back into this realm. I'm learning to kind of try to like be present again. You know what I mean? I feel like that's what I'm going through. That's definitely what I feel like I'm going through. The music's gonna reflect a lot though. Hey man. The weather is beautiful, isn't it? I'm gonna be posting this to subscribers. I can probably put it on YouTube or wherever else. I don't even care. But I like to talk about these things deeper. I'd like to know who wants to talk about these things too. There were some people who wanted to join who I was just talking. I didn't click on before. Be a part of this world, not of it. Yeah. The weather is very beautiful. I ain't read nothing, y'all. I ain't read nothing. Y'all hating on me? I'm talking shit. Only a matriarchy. No. It's not a patriarchy or matriarchy. It's going to be literally everybody fucking doing what they got to do to develop their souls. I don't care how queenly or how kingly you think you are. I don't care how god or how goddess you think you are. If you're not taking responsibility to the level that I am today, every day, all day, then you're not that. You're not him. You're not her. I'm sorry. Because it's only that person that becomes like the Jesus or like the Buddha. That's the person, the one who really is like, nah, nigga, I'm here for self-reflection. I'm here for my union and understanding with the universe and God. Like, thanks for the experience. Level up. If you're not on that, you're never going to be that person for people anyway. You're never even going to be him. Oh, look at this beautiful honeybee. I'm so scared. Oh, God. I'd be like, them things is beautiful. But them little honeybees, they always come around me. I love those things. It's a major totem. I don't ever want to swat at them or hurt them or nothing, so I just get out their way. I'm like, that's love. Like, them little honeybees, man, that's a major sign for me. I'd be like, bro, yeah. That's the frequency right there. They be just kind of smooth right into my field. Like, they love that. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. The question, and don't mean it in a negative way, but where is your tribe, or are you a lone journey? I'm on a lone journey. And that's what I was talking about with Venus and Aries, is that it's kind of forced it. And I think that my tribe exists, but I think that they're all going through this as well. And it's like elite universe warrior training. And it just is what it is. For the real gods and goddesses. That's my tribe. Those who choose to usher in a golden age. Those who choose a Christic ascension. Those who do the will of God. Those ones. That's my tribe. And I think right now they busy like doing the will of God where they at. And it could be really hard right now. And I just want this to be out there maybe for them. And I want maybe you to have understanding if you know one of them. So you can be there for one of them if you're not one of them. You know. Maybe just a piece in between. I don't know. I believe that everybody has a major purpose, though. And I think that anything insignificant that you do is a piece of that. And for you to know what it is and how you're doing it, I think that is going to be one of your biggest alleviations and medicines from your own self-doubt, self-hate, self-disbelief, self-sabotage. To get away from all that is going to require you to really know what your purpose really is, where your energy really is going every day. I think a lot of us lose a lot of energy and a lot of drive in a day because we lose no direction. Just doing the same thing over and over again. I don't know what that means. But I'm more down to help you than you probably think. Capricorn Love. You would be your name would be Capricorn Love. Asking a question like that. What's up, Rajay? What's up, Rajay? I'm about to end this. This was beautiful. This is a great talk. This was very good. This is underrated, and I think that definitely should put these on YouTube to some extent. What's up, Disney? You're very inspirational. Shout out to you as well. But I'm about to end this, John. I'm gonna post this to subscribers. I think it's like $1 to subscribe. I'm making use of everything, guys. I'm just fucking doing it. All right, love wins. I love y'all. I'll tap into y'all soon, man. I'm gonna keep doing this. I'm gonna keep talking. I'm gonna keep going live and things like that. But I'm gonna be posting these things to subscribers. So that's just the thing I'll do until I switch over to my different ventures. But until then, y'all, love wins. Peace. Peace. I'm gonna post this to subscribers.
All right, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed this video as well as my commentary. Please be sure to drop me a comment, smash the heck out of that like button, and share this video. Guys, I want to give a warm welcome to all of my new subscribers. Hey, y'all. Welcome to the channel. To all of my OGs, my day ones, my ride or dies. Y'all already know what it is. Big up yourself. We in the building with it.